Hello and welcome, this is rooflemonger. So the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour Finals has concluded, and with that we have our Grand Champion Kazunoko, congratulations. Also just want to say congratulations to Fenrich, because the dude is definitely the Iron Man of the weekend, to say the least. So we have had the DLC Season 2 trailer drop. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to analyze what happened here. So we have footage for Videl and Jiren, and we're just going to go over all the small particulars and figure out how they are going to work. And also we'll talk about Broly and Gogeta in a split second after that's all done. But let's just get right to it. So let's talk about Jiren first here. So first up, Jiren's meditating in the intro. This is something that we kind of expected. I personally called it, just saying. So yeah, we have him meditating. That's his intro. Now next up here, we have, with him starting the stuff, I very strongly believe this to be his medium auto combo chain. So we start here, the stand medium, the crouch medium. This is what happens when you just jam on your mediums, right? The special, which is the eye glare move he's famous for here in Dragon Ball Super. And then he goes into a level 1. So let's just talk about that. So the mediums look pretty standard as they currently are. I can't say anything too much about them, other than they might be slightly longer than the average mediums. Now let's talk about the eye glare. So he stares at you real hard, you get hit by the eyeball invisible lasers. Now one thing that's really cool about this is it forces a full screen knockback into a wall bounce. So this is very similar to a lot of classic beam attacks, like Super Saiyan Goku and similar attacks, right? So you get knocked back all the way. Now, what is the travel on this? I don't know. That's the thing. So it might be a fairly up-close only move. It might go full screen. We're not quite sure yet. But that full screen into the wall bounce is pretty cool. So say if this was potentially the assist, then with that wall bounce, you could definitely use it to get, like, Dragon Rush combos in the corner and similar stuff, as long as the animation holds them in place long enough before that wall bounce. So potentially really cool stuff. And if this is the assist, then it's going to be even better. So now let's talk about that super at the end of it. So it's a level 1 super here, kind of similar to Beerus actually. And the one thing that's a real big takeaway for me from all this right off the trailer, it seems to hold people in place for quite some time. So therefore, thinking about that, this actually might be a great facilitator for double supers. So you can say, as we probably saw along the weekend, you can do it, call Bardock, do his level 1 super, the javelin there, then you do the punch super, then you do another javelin, and hopefully they're held place the whole time, right? So the way it looks, just by the length you're held in place, because Beerus already works this way, right? That this might be a really strong facilitator for double supers. Now, what's going to be his DHC super, his tag-in super? No idea. If this is it, then hey, cool beans, but we actually have more than one super to look at that is a level 1 super, so we don't know just yet, but still, this super looks to be quite strong. So Jiren also appears to have some counters, and yes, that's counters with an S. So the first one we see here, he kind of takes the pose. If he seems to block Ki Blast specifically, at least going by the trailer, he'll then teleport to you and give you a big old gut blast. Now, this might actually be a grab, an unblockable move. Can't tell for sure, because the enemy hasn't quite fully returned to neutral at that point. But it does indeed look like it might be a grab, so maybe it's an anti-zoning measure. Jiren, absolutely, if you watch the anime, is portrayed as a defensive fighter, so this will basically be maybe one of his ways to control the game plan and control the neutral. Alright, do we have any Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite fans in the house? Because Bucky's uppercut super is now making a return. So Jiren just gives you a vicious uppercut. This is definitely a level 1 super. And that's kind of all she wrote. So just being a fairly simple super. I don't know if this will be his DHC super or not. But just being as simple as it is, and just the way it looks, I'm just going to assume here, but this actually might be an invincible level 1 super. Just given off what we know, and just the range is so short, doesn't really seem to have much use outside of that. So this actually might be, keeping in mind with the defensive theme, invincible level 1 super. Keeping in mind with the defensive theme, so we have another counter. So if the other one countered projectiles, perhaps this one's more of a physical counter. We see the big toss, and he gives you a spin just like he did the hit in the anime. So can't be certain, but I figure one's projectile, one's physical. Now, moving on, this one has me just a smidge disappointed, to be honest with you. So, It's Over, Oarida appears to be his auto combo ender. So, as you can see here, we get a nice little cinematic. A lot of auto combos have a little cinematic at the end. And we kind of go from there. Well, we see the auto combo chain a little bit in a second here right after this, but yeah. Just given the relative speed, how the animation plays out, the little mini cinematic, I do truly believe this to be the auto combo ender. Moving on, here's the beginning of his auto combo is my assumption here, so light. So as an auto combo, I think it's serviceable. The range is better than most, although it's not really up to the standards of, say, like a Vegito, Android 16, Broly, but still serviceable, works. And right here, we have a command grab. So you might be saying, well, isn't this the auto combo ender? No, my friends. So first up here, you can see he clearly returns to neutral before it hits here, so the auto combo itself is not ending. As we can see right there, he's neutral, he's fine, he can do whatever he wants. So, this is a command grab. So, Jiren grabs you and gives you a big old blast and sends you flying across the screen. Doesn't leave you very close at all, so mid-screen is basically just going to be a damage thing. Although in the corner, perhaps there's like more applications, but yeah, it definitely sends you very far away. And ending up here, we have the level 3. So not much to say about here. He does a cinematic, it looks suitably imposing, and big old explosion, and that's kind of all she wrote. Strength is justice. Moving on to Videl. So first thing up here also seems to be a standard medium auto combo chain, except for one difference here. So she's airborne on the second hit. But everything else, 2 hits, special, super, it seems to follow through. But yeah, so that one's a bit different. So Videl might have a different combo structure than everyone else, like at least on some of the basic stuff. Not quite sure just yet. Also, this level 1 right here hits, and she's able to cancel out into a super dash. So once again, quite unique already, just going by just this basic thing here. So Videl might have a different playstyle than a lot of characters. On paper, if you just watch this real quick, she seems like, Android 18 style summon, or maybe even like Ginyu Light if you prefer. But she actually might be pretty different than the rest of the cast. Now this part here, not too much to talk about. So it's air medium into air heavy into a vanish. I'll just say her air heavy looks pretty cool, seems to have a pretty interesting angle potentially. Going towards this, now we have her auto combo starter, her light auto combo. First thing, the stand light looks pretty weird. Hits up pretty high. Actually might have some trouble hitting small characters and some crouchers just going by the angle. Pretty short range, but Videl, it seems like a short range character. But yeah, so also I just gotta say, love the shoulder tackle. Big fan of Virtua Fighter myself, and Videl, I gotta tell you, Akira would be proud of your shoulder. Moving forward here, this is where we learn she can use Gohan. So that might be a level 1 super that's invincible. Not sure. We got this whole crazy animation here. But yeah, so she can definitely use Gohan as part of her moveset. So as you can see here, she can summon Gohan, especially this dive kick move right here seems really strong. To the point where just going by that weird level 1, I think there might be a limit on how you can use Gohan. Maybe you can't spam him infinitely like, 18 can call 17, not quite sure, but yeah, just going by that dive kick alone, controls a lot of the screen, and also just seems to be really quick, and she recovers very fast from it. Do we have any Frieza fans in the building? Because we got a Frieza move. So just like Frieza, Videl can seemingly use a level 3 super, because that definitely looks like a level 3 super to me. When she's on the ground here, Gohan will come save her, do a big Kamehameha. So yeah, so just like Frieza, she can do a move while knocked down, and that'll be pretty cool, and hopefully it's fast enough that people have to respect it. And closing off here with our level 3 super, beautifully animated, I gotta say. Great stuff. This might be one of the best looking supers in the game. So yeah, that's Videl. And to quickly speak on the DLC ending here, so we know Gogeta, Blue Gogeta specifically, and Movie Broly are coming to Dragon Ball FighterZ. So the only thing I gotta say about this, because who knows, because we don't know anything, they do show base form Broly as it currently stands, not green like legendary Broly, so it might be a install style character where we level up. Don't know, just pure speculation. And there you have it. So one thing I do want to note before anything else, so people are saying, oh, I guess we only have 6 characters this time, and that to me is up to debate for a little bit. So you saw the 2 characters and the question marks, right? And then, oh hey, Gogeta and Broly are coming, so therefore we only have 2 question marks left. Now, while I'm not guaranteeing this, it actually might be 10 characters and not 6. And why is that, you might ask? Well, when we go back to the cut here of them showing the zoom in and then showing, hey, we got the movie characters, they actually cut in on the final question mark. And that final question mark is then split into 2, and then they show it. They don't show the last 2 and go from there. They show the final one. So each question mark might actually be 1 pair of characters. So we would have 10 overall. With 4 question marks, that's 8 characters all in all with the 2 we have right now. Is that a guarantee? No, it's not. But it might be 6 characters, could be 10. Hey, they want to make money, right? More DLC is going to make them more money, so hey, just look at it from that point of view, right? Anyways, that's all the analytics I got for you today, friends, so thank you very much for watching. I hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.